was originally purchased by my grandpa and his brother back in the mid 1930s. From the early 1930s through the Great Depression and even up into the 1950s. Great Depression gave my grandpa the opportunity to buy the farm because he was actually in the grocery business in downtown Conway. Mm-hmm. And he was very fortunate from the standpoint, he was one of the few businesses that actually had paying customers during the Great Depression because people had to eat and groceries were a necessity. And since he did have a source of income and didn't lose his job, it gave him, and people were wanting to sell off this land out here because they said they couldn't make a living farming it any longer. And he started buying it as kind of an investment, and once he got started with it, people knew that he was willing to buy. So he was always kind of the first go-to man.
My dad and my uncle began buying little pieces of what we now have put together in about shortly after World War II, or I guess during World War II virtually. And their uncle owned part of the place, and their grandpa had owned a little bit of it before that.
I'm the oldest of 7 boys in the family. I have no sisters. I got 6 younger brothers. 3 of us have decided to invest a lifetime career in the farm. The other 4 have chosen different careers in life. There are 13 young kids in the Simon family, nieces, nephews that are wanting at the moment to come into the farm. They all have an interest and they love the farm at a young age, which is a good sign.
And ever since I was a little kid, I liked going with my dad and just being outside. I always liked the animals and the equipment. And then as you get older, you started to think about somewhere to work. And working for myself seemed like a real neat thing to do.
I run a definite restaurant type something. We have meals whenever they can get here, and if there's anything that needs run to town, go do this. I said I'm a gopher. I go for whatever they need. I get the feeling when I go to town, kind of like Alice in the Wonderland, when she fell down the rabbit hole. I'm in the big city, and then I start down our driveway, and all of a sudden when I get down at the foot of the hill, I'm back on the farm, and you don't realize any of Conway is out there.
Our typical day, of course, we have to milk, and everything has to be fed, and it has to be, we call it checked or looked after, make sure everything's in the right pen, the cows are healthy. That's the most important thing we have to do. We take care of the cows, and then after that we start taking care of equipment and just the general upkeep on the place every day. We milk twice a day, every 12 hours. We're on a 12-hour milking schedule.